We can see the card draw here. We're going into best of 5, which means we have a slightly modified format where we're going to have 2 bans. Ah, okay. Jay clarifying that. Audio is correct, but just not on his end. Look at these charts. All doubles coming out. A logistical nightmare from a tourney organizer's standpoint because it's going to take forever. But we had a little bit of fast forwarding from getting to skip the second showing of Caprice D25. Vacuum and Gargoyle full song getting cut out. Avalanquam showing up again. But still more bans to be had as Cell scratches his face trying to figure out what's going to be banned. Very nasty selection of charts. It's very different thinking about it from a clearing, passing mindset versus a scoring mindset. Chimera D26 still looming on the board. Yes, thank you, some moist guy, for clarifying in chat for Jay. Yeah, there's a walk-off from 4199. Certainly capable of clearing the chart and giving SD1212 a run for his money, but wanting to save that energy for the DDR tourney. Understandable. We have our bans, and now we have redraw phrase coming in. Avalanche and Avalanquam coming in as bannable charts as well, just because by themselves they are such a monstrous stamina ask of charting. But the same can be said for the others as well. This is going to be a very interesting matchup because both players are kind of favoring foot speed. The first protect by Cell coming in as Ignis. And the first protect by HDS coming in as Heart Rabbit Coaster. Probably feeling a little bit more confident on those jumpy patterns. But Cell, having very recently sight read, cleared this chart on his first attempt. We'll see if that translates into being able to score well on it very soon. I believe players are going in without any warm-up as well, so it's going to be quite a showing. Heart Rabbit Coaster is certainly an interesting one to warm up on, but when it's a best of 5 of all D25s, wow, it's a huge ask. For those who aren't aware of the chart, there's going to be a lot of hopping. It's one of those charts where the first half you can kind of get a little bit of rest in. It has a little bit of 200 BPM burst, but the highlight of the chart is that you have to do a lot of jumping into a very twisty outro, 200 BPM running. He's just hopping right into it. First burst here. Gets a slight chance to rest. But there are some cross pads coming up very, very soon. Running it across the player 2 side. Big rest here. Big combo as well. Can't be dropping that hold. Twist the staircase with excellent precision. Lots of perfects. And the cross pads, perfects across the board. Going into the highlight of the chart with absolutely perfects across the board. That's how you hit these jumps. That last crossover is so tough to hit. We got some pattern manipulation for the ending just to get through that monstrous outro of twisting. And yeah, that's a massive score to have to face. SS plus of a 986 on Heart Rabbit Coaster D25. Applause from the entire crowd who knows how masterful of a feat that is. Now we get to see Cell, who first attempt cleared this chart, give his run. Shiver me timbers.
Hello, everyone.
I think the scariest part was that HDS walked up having not really warmed up and just straight up 200 BPM twisted as if it was nothing. No rushing, no slacking behind, just able to hit the twist as they come, as they are for what they are. Doesn't matter how deep of a twist it is. And the combo break happened as soon as going from the jumping brackets on player 2 side, where you kind of like shuffle diagonally back and forth, into a bracket that requires you to turn your right foot inwards while you're simultaneously not able to really hold your weight on your left foot. Overall, a masterful showing, and knows that he could just pattern manipulate for the ending twist and still pass very comfortably. Let's see how Cell does. Coming in also with no warm-up. Picks up a miss on one of the jumps, but is totally in good hands still. It's very easy to not be able to parse in time exactly how many times a foot needs to jack and which foot should be supporting your weight in real time while you're reading this chart. Able to comfortably make it to the first break section here. Here comes the first little bit of run. And here comes a big potion. Needs to save and make sure this hold hits. There it is. Big staircase, hard to hit. Cross pad, cross pad, cross pad. A lot of encouragement from the crowd as these staircases really tire you out right before you have to do a bunch of jumping, but he's full life bar. Going into these hops. The life bar's dipping. Very fast outro twists. Pushes all the way through to the end. Makes a very great showing on this D25. It was so close. Excellent sportsmanship. We see a 923 on Hard Rabbit Coaster. And reminder, this is best of 5. Lots of applause. We have Ignis D25 coming up next. This is another foot speed cross pad heavy type of chart, but has a lot of opportunities for resting outside of the highlight of the chart. But similar vein to Hard Rabbit Coaster, has some brief sections where one foot has to jack a couple of times, and while your other foot kind of needs to travel or you need to support your weight.
Level 25.
I think one of the highlights of the chart is right before the pause in the middle. HJ. Yeah. One of the highlights of the chart is where you have to bracket on the 2 center blues while your other foot travels between red and the opposite side yellow. At very fast BPM. It's 220. But a lot of people excited to see HDS play. A lot of people huddled around the cab just to stare in awe, watching this D25 Ignis coming in. Mentally prepping. Goes for twisting them. Absolutely possible to twist, even though it does feel a little bit deep and you're doing 220 BPM drills. Makes quick work of them. Big staircase, goes for cheating. Makes it very comfortably into this section where he can get a little bit of a breather. Very technical section here. Has to flip his foot around, left foot around in the center, and it picks up a little bit of bad or misses. But overall, getting a pretty decent breakdown on these holds. He's able to shuffle in time and mashes for those. Almost being able to connect the red and blue for a bracket. But going into this ending, lots of slow cross pads just to drain you a little bit of energy before you get to this. Throw up of 24th note rhythm. 7 misses.
Your skills are really amazing.
I'm trying my best to commentate, but I'm also staring in shock myself like everybody in this venue. Apologies. We have a 976 on the board by HDS on Ignis D25. Let's see if Cell can get a PB here. Yeah, reading Not Game's message in the chat. I'm also, yeah, speechless. Cell said he's tired. He's gonna input that full mode command. I'm tired. Reminiscent of HDS last year. In the middle of either Paradox D28 or one of the 27s in Grand Finals. Has a 5-second break and you just hear, I'm tired. Iconic. Proceeds to just pass the rest of the chart, of course. No, you definitely don't want FL. You don't want blinking notes. Excellent catch by the audience. Paying very close attention to this match, watching very intently and want to see great things from both players. HDS and Cell, rooting for both.
Let's go, Cell!
Lots of love in the chat. Lots of love in the arcade. A lot of people excited to see this matchup. The first bracket jump doesn't connect. Otherwise looking very confident. Let's see how Cell chooses to approach this twist. Goes for the, and gets the drill very confidently. Excellent job trying to get as much of the staircase as possible. When it's 220 BPM, it feels almost impossible to actually do the staircase with twisting, so bracketing the yellow-red on the outside and going for the blue as a kind of like triple step. Here comes the tech section. Showing he's familiar with the chart and is able to find it. Goes for trying the red-blue brackets as well. He needs to find these jumps, though. It's hard to figure out exactly how you're supposed to anchor your body weight with your Jackson jumping rhythm. Some slow cross pads, and you could see a little bit of fatigue, but he's right there at the end.
No! Fine! No, this guy's chilling. What the?
Full life bar going into that outro. Let's see the breakdown with 72 greats. It's a 952. A very, very solid clear, but when you're up against HDS, you put on a massive showing. What a crazy push. Ow from Cell. Oh my gosh. The level of competition is stacked right now as players are giving it their all. And as a reminder, it is best of 5. We're going to see at least one more chart as they go into Chimera D26.
New tunes. Difficulty zone level 17. Level 21. Level 26. Over.
And he's just jumping right into it. Gets those early swings very confidently. And you can see very deep hip twisting. Here it comes. Clean. And Cell is just in disbelief. But full concentration from an HDS. He's able to find the right foot twisting on the holds to make sure that he can hit the rest of it. And a lot of people watching right now just in shock about what they're seeing on screen. Here comes the run. Excellent Yogg runs across the pads. These jumps, no, nothing to laugh at as well. Nice shuffling to get through those singles style patterns. A lot of hip twisting to the right. Going into the outro. And that life bar didn't drop for a second. As he's making sure the last notes connect, he gets the 492 combo to end, and it's looking like a very solid clear. The venue just gets quiet in shock as we see a 966 on the D26. Cell is speechless. He's saying, I can't. We never know. Everybody's rooting for Cell. They want to see some great things. Yeah, everybody's speechless. There's not too much I can say myself. I'm also speechless.
Hello, everyone.
The full mode unlock command getting slower and slower as the set progresses. The fatigue setting in from Cell. Yeah, I'm excited to see Cell play it. Echoing Jay's message in chat, Cell can get this, I believe. What a huge stamina ask of a chart, though.
Level 5.
Yeah, so quick PSA. The score that Edison got is actually a 4th place on the overall leaderboard. 4th place on the top 100, except we're in event mode, so doesn't count.
That was 4th place.
Yeah, 4th place in the world.
That was 4th place in the world.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations to HDS for the unofficial 4th place score in Pump It Up Phoenix on Chimera. Wow. So dropping into these very aggressively, realizing the center 6 can be mashed when you're having a good time on the pads.
Bye.
Cell asking where his life is. As the life bar is hugging 0. Excellent push on the Yog walks. But at this BPM, it is so taxing and stressful. Having to play jumps right afterwards as well. What an unfortunate card draw having to play so many demanding doubles. Yeah. Hold it, hold it. Keep it holded. Yeah, yeah. Welcome. I'm joined by
I am back from my back. I'm back from my break.
Did you see?
Yeah, I was
4th
watching the
place in
entire
the
thing.
world?
I'm not sure, cause so
An
does Cell
A22
already
by
have?
Cell.
Cell, have you cleared this? Have you cleared this? Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Huh?
Cause he has Expert 3, right? So I'm thinking about all the 26s that he's passed in order to get Expert 3.
This is not one of them, I assume.
Apparently not.
This 966 score, I was saying for the chat, is 4th in the world, except we're in event mode. So it's not going to show up on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I was hoping he would at least try to get the pass.